Hey guys, it's RivaThames. Today we're back with another episode of testing the Battlefront. Now, with testing the Battlefront, I have actually cut down the amount I'm making. And this is because I don't just want to upload, random stuff that doesn't really mean anything to us. I want it to be stuff that you can say, oh wow, I can actually use this in the next game that I play. Or you can continuously use a tip or a trick that you learn from this episode. So these will be coming a lot less frequently, but I want to guarantee that when they do, it will be worth, something will be worth knowing about. But on to the first test. We're going to talk about Yoda and his block and whether he can take splash damage or not. Now, splash damage is a lot of things in this game. If a grenade explodes near to you, then you'll take a hit. Or, Bossk, which mainly these tests are going to be about, he has a lot of splash damage all over the place. But apparently, Yoda can take splash damage if he's blocking. So, we put it up to the test that could Yoda completely walk through Bosk's proximity mines if he was blocking. So we laid them out in a line, and this is with Bosk's cards, the increased explosion radius and dropping extra mines. So this is as good as Bosk's proximity mines are going to get. And Yoda can fully walk through them if he's blocking. He won't take any damage at all. Only thing is that he doesn't absorb any kind of give back from it. So you won't get an increased range or damage on your unleash, but you will be able to defend yourself walking through that. Now, if you guys didn't know, you probably did, but when you hear the proximity mines activate, there is that sounds, like it will trigger and you'll know when the proximity mines are next to you. So to be able to use this tip, when you hear that sound, just quickly start blocking if you're using Yoda, because he'll be able to take all of that splash damage, every single grenade that is going on, like about to explode onto you, he will take it and basically take no damage, which is just insane to even think about. Just one block and he can take down 5 grenades. I even tried it up close in a corner, to see if it's just because they're spread out. All grenades in one place, Yoda can still block all of them. It's just incredible. So in this clip you can see that I hear the sound and I can quickly turn and reposition, start blocking, and then I have completely made them irrelevant. And then I can force push Bossk and go on to take him down. For the amazing part, in my opinion, is Yoda can fully take a close-up, like headshot hit from Iden's secondary fire. Just look at these clips, guys. I'm spamming the secondary fire over and over at Yoda, and he's absorbing every single one. Even if you're blocking and the secondary fire is hitting you slightly to the left or to the right, that splash damage with Iden on the secondary fire can be absorbed. So if you're up against Iden, absorb her secondary fire. Even the splash damage around you will be contributing to your force push. That is one of the best tactics I can give you. You can just absorb everything from Iden using her secondary fire and just push Iden, and you'll have pretty much dealt all of that damage she just put onto you back onto her without losing one bit of health on Yoda. So that's incredible that Yoda can absorb all kinds of splash damage. Sometimes with some abilities it will pass through, but for the most important part, Bosk's grenades, you can completely walk through it unharmed if you're blocking, and Iden's secondary fire, you can take a hit right to the face without taking any damage. We are learning more and more about Yoda each time. We know that Palpatine can instantly overheat Yoda and make Yoda have an instant powerful force push. We know that you can run into Phasma's droids. We know that a friendly teammate can absorb Yoda and get him to max unleash, and now we know that you can absorb splash damage. So Yoda is just getting better and better each day. So next up, can the squad shield from Leia stop a saber throw from hitting the person inside? Now, it just sounds ridiculous, right? It sounds like there's no chance that that could even be a thing. But it is. Guys, just look at this. A squad shield will completely absorb and block a lightsaber throw from Vader and Maul. I'm completely shocked by this myself, because in the first game it wasn't a feature, and in this game Leia's squad shield has now doubled in its use. Because last episode we showed how it can stop a stun from Phasma's droid, it kind of acts like a barrier, but now we know that it can stop lightsaber throws. Like, how good is this shield? I've been almost uploading for a year on Battlefront 2 and I had no idea that Leia's squad shield is this good. I just thought she was one of the most kind of useless heroes in Heroes vs Villains. But just look at that. A lightsaber throw cannot pass through a squad shield from Leia. And it's not even Leia. Same thing applies to an officer's squad shield as well, because I tested it out. A lightsaber throw will not pass through either of them. And just to go one step further, I wanted to see if just by the smallest chance a normal personal shield from the specialist won't. But it does go through the specialist shield, so I guess that's fine, but the fact that it can't go through a squad shield just makes the squad shield actually a shield. Like, it's really interesting. I had no idea that was a feature, so you guys should definitely try out Leia a lot more when you play the game, because I think maybe in about a few more episodes of learning about Leia, she could possibly be one of the best heroes. So there you go. A lightsaber throw from Darth Maul or Darth Vader can be blocked by a squad shield from Leia or the officer. It's just insane. Both the squad shield and Yoda's block is two of the most interesting abilities I've learned in Battlefront 2. Next we have an interesting one. When you use Infiltration or Vanguard, do you still take full damage? Now, thinking about this, it actually seems really practical, because you can... How many people do you think use these abilities? Probably every single assault and specialist player, right? So if this was a thing, it would probably be really interesting to know. So, does it work? No, it doesn't. That first clip was just some kind of glitch or something. The full damage in this game is kind of inconsistent, but I tried it out again and a few more times, and you do take full damage from it. So I was kind of excited at the beginnings that it was going to work, but unfortunately it doesn't. So Vanguard and Infiltration will still give you full damage if you fall from a higher place, but you can always get that kind of glitch or bug that I had and maybe not. Now you guys may know that the recharge command will instantly put back all of your abilities, but did you know that it actually works mid ability as well? For example, using a sentry on the heavy, and you know, it could just be about to run out, but if you get hit with a recharge command, it will refill that bar while you're actually using the ability. It's a really cool feature to, you know, do damage to a walker, MTT, stuff like that, hold down suppressive fire, or just use the radius to get reduced explosive damage for your team. But yes, you can recharge commands someone during an ability, which I think is a really cool feature that you guys could possibly use in every game you play, especially if you play with a squad. Now I just wanted to go over the recent changes to the health stacking and basically show you guys how it works. So the health stacking, you can now only be hit by one health kind of buff or some kind of any kind of health basically. So if Yoda has buffed you, then that means Finn won't be able to buff you on top of Yoda. So you can only be hit by one kind of healing ability. But this doesn't apply to Enforcers, and Enforcers are your Wookiees, Flame Troopers, B2 battle droids, those kind of stuff. you can still use your Fortify ability depending if you have been already buffed, because it's an ability in itself and you can't lock a player out of using that ability. So for example, if Yado buffs up a Wookiee to however many health that gives him, the Wookiee will then be allowed to upgrade his health even more with the Fortify. So that's basically it for testing the Battlefront this week. So I hope you guys understood what I said, and you can kind of see that there is tactics in here that you can actually use in the next game you play. Like, you can watch this and then instantly you can jump into Galactic Assault and start using some of these tricks. So that's what I'm aiming for here, to lower down the amount of videos, but what's actually in the video is going to be more worth something, I guess. The next video is coming up. I'm going to do a complete overview of what Yado can absorb and how his Unleash actually works, which I think would be really cool. And then I'm going to actually do a testing the Force. I'm going to combine all of the Force abilities in the game and work out how each of them actually function, and hopefully get to the bottom of why some of them don't even work sometimes. So I'm going to spend a long time on that video probably, so don't expect it for maybe a month or so, because I need to get everything sorted properly, but I hope you guys will enjoy it nonetheless, and I hope you enjoyed this one as well. So my Discord server is in the description. Thank you to all my Patreons for the support, it's greatly appreciated. If you also want to support my channel but not on a external website, you can now do it through YouTube by pressing the join button on my main page. It's been Riva, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.